Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start this afternoon's commencement ceremony at the College of Arts and Architecture, if I could ask everybody who is able and has seats towards the center that are unoccupied to move towards the center so that we can accommodate as many people coming in as possible. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Very good. Good afternoon. Please rise as you are able for the processional, followed by the national anthem. For the 403rd time, candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. These exercises for the Spring 2023 College of Arts and Architecture are hereby called to order.
Thank you, Ted. I'm Steve Carpenter, the Michael J. and Amy Rusinko-Keikos Dean in the College of Arts and Architecture, and I join in welcoming you to our commencement today. Our national anthem is performed this afternoon by Katrina Cole, accompanied by the College of Arts and Architecture Trombone Choir.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. It is wonderful to be here with all of you on this joyous occasion, in person and live streaming, as we welcome and celebrate our accomplishments of those individuals who have completed their academic programs at Penn State. To begin, it is now my pleasure to introduce Yvonne Gedelius, Vice President and Dean for Undergraduate Education of the University.
Thank you, Dean Carpenter. I'm honored to join with you in the celebration of the class of 2023. And I did warn Dean Carpenter that I was going to go off script for a moment. I'm especially honored because 30 years ago, I received my PhD degree from Penn State in the College of Arts and Architecture. And one of my dear classmates was none other than Steve Carpenter. We've known each other for a while. Okay. The commencement ceremony is one of great importance. It is patterned after a ritual which has been repeated through the long history of higher education and duplicated throughout the world wherever there are universities and colleges. The academic dress and ritual have their origins in the first universities of the Middle Ages. The mace is a symbol of the university and was carved from the newel post, the first newel post in Old Main. And those of you who are in architecture, I know you know what a newel post is. For others, it's one of the things that holds up the handrail. The The robes you wear reflect our medieval past, and the caps and tassels are ancient symbols. Commencement is steeped in history, but the spirit of commencement is modern and always changing. Most importantly, commencement is a symbol of the outstanding achievements that you have brought to this day. This is your moment, and make no mistake, those tears in your loved one's eyes are not because they thought you would never leave this place. There might have been one or two along the way. It's actually genuine pride, though, in all of your accomplishments and the sacrifices made to get to this day. You are entering a world unlike any before in our history, one that has been forever changed by a global pandemic, and one that is defined by great challenges and great opportunities to continue to make our global society more safe, secure, inclusive, and equitable than ever before. I hope you will consider how your degree equips you to contribute to the shared collective effort of building a better world. I'll now turn it back to Dean Carpenter.
Yeah, just a few decades, Yvonne, I think. Just a couple years. And now, I'd like to introduce today's commencement speaker, John Hoke. John Hoke III is Nike Incorporated's Chief Design Officer. In this role, John leads an international creative community of more than 1,000 designers charged with envisioning the future of sport, while at the same time designing hundreds of apparel and footwear styles for Nike, Jordan, and Converse brands each year. Spanning over 3 decades, John's catalog of Nike design work encompasses footwear, apparel and equipment product design and innovation leadership, plus revolutionary branded retail concepts like Nike Town and the Nike House of Innovation. Recent highlights include spearheading the Nike Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympic creative direction, driving circularity, guiding the future of design, and authoring the Nike Design Ethos. John holds multiple product design and innovation patents, and his work has received numerous national and international design awards in architectural, graphic, product, interactive media, and brand design. And there's more. Prior to Nike, John was a designer at Michael Graves Architecture and Design in Princeton, New Jersey. His work included architectural, industrial, and graphic design for a wide variety of international clientele. Mr. Graves served as a personal mentor to John Hoke until his death in 2015. John promotes, speaks, and writes about the power and possibility of design and creativity throughout the world. He is a member of Miller Knoll's Board of Directors. He is an advisor to Piaggio Fast Forward. John also served as a national trustee to Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum, and is a former trustee at Pacific Northwest College of Art and the Oregon College of Art and Craft. And there's still more. An advocate for the value of neurodiversity, John received the 2019 International Dyslexia Association Pinnacle Award and the 2018 Park Academy Distinguished Achievement Award. In addition, John received the 2021 Distinguished Alumni Award from the Governor Mifflin Education Foundation. John Hoke was named a Penn State Alumni Fellow in 2008, and John received the College of Arts and Architecture Alumni Award in 2003. John is a permanent design fellow at the university and an Alumni Association member. All right, John, I'm almost there. In addition to his Penn State degree, John holds an MArch from the University of Pennsylvania and an MBA from Stanford University. John lives in Portland, Oregon with his wife, Karen. They have 3 adult sons. It is my great honor to turn the microphone over to John Hoke.
All right. Thank you, Dean Carpenter, faculty members, graduates, family, and friends. I'm just going to begin by saying what a true honor it is to be here with you today. This is honestly your moment, a time to pause, celebrate, possibly bask in the incredible achievement of becoming a Penn State graduate. My sincere congratulations to you all. There are few moments in life when one gets to feel success like today, but also begins to feel the pull of destiny. In this case, your destiny. For me, today's a fun day of symmetry. Standing before you, I feel nostalgic. The fact is, I sat in your chair. Literally, I sat in this very building 40 years ago in the fall of 1983. Yes. I hadn't been back since yesterday for my first year orientation. I had goosebumps then, as I do now. So being here does bring up some of those familiar feelings, a balance of joy and awe seeing your faces, mixed with moments of self-doubt and sheer terror. Trust me, I'm having those exact same feelings now. They remind me to focus on what's important and why. Back then, sitting over here, I recall wondering, what would I learn? Did I have a mission? And did I have a superpower? Through my education at Penn State, I came to better understand myself and realize, in fact, that my superpower became wonder. You see, I was a kid who spent a lot of time wondering, always asking questions like, what if, what now, if only we could ... fill in the blank. I was curious, and I still am. To me, being curious is as natural as breathing. It's not something I have to turn on or off. It just is. As I grew, I realized that my wonder was really a trim tab to my imagination, the leading edge, and also the rudder for my creativity. Wonder gave my own curiosity a very clear agenda to create a better future, all by design. Now, my journey to becoming a designer began at a very early age. Early on, I realized I thought very differently. I am dyslexic. In many ways, I view my dyslexia as a gift to see the world differently. And I fully recognize the privileges that I've had to make that orientation my reality. Even as I struggled, I had parents, teachers, coaches, and my wife, also a Penn State graduate, who nurtured what I was versus what I wasn't. And for that, I am forever grateful. So being dyslexic meant that drawing was truly my first language. It's how I always understood the world around me and how I always explored ideas. As a 12-year-old boy, I began wondering about how to improve Nike running shoes. You see, I was a runner, obsessed with my shoes, and constantly doodling sneakers. True story. One summer day, I was in a pool wondering about how I could shrink the raft I was floating on and strap it under my foot to help cushion the impact when I ran. I went home that night. I made a drawing. The drawing was of a raft-inspired air cushioning system. I looked up Nike's address and mailed a letter, including my sketch, to the owner, Mr. Phil Knight. I did not expect an answer. But surprisingly, Nike wrote me back. They said they were working on something very similar, Nike Air, and to please stay in touch. I have that letter framed in my office in Beaverton, and it still makes me smile. And for the record, no, I do not receive royalty checks. But as a kid, I viewed that response as an invitation to keep wondering and maybe one day work for Nike. Now, some may see this as simple destiny, but I view it differently. I view it more as an applied wonder. I had wondered about a problem with my shoes. I wanted to make them better. I gave this idea form, and I put it out into the world. And the universe answered me back. My own wonder created a path forward for me. As Steve mentioned, today I am the Chief Design Officer at Nike. It was, and still is, a dream job. Somehow, incredibly, I found a way to fuse two of my personal passions, art and sport, together to earn a paycheck, build a 30-plus year career, and importantly, make a difference in the world around me. To this very day, I practice and teach the power of wonder to help unleash creativity and design worldwide. Now, my story is one example of following a hunch and taking a risk, and sure, a little bit of luck. But my story isn't unique. It's not about the importance of hard luck. It's not about how one not about the importance of hard work. It's not about one act of luck that can change your life. Trust me, on your journey, you'll need both hard work and luck. The message I want to leave with you today is this. It's about believing in the power of wonder, specifically your wonder, graduates, your power, and your path. I believe wonder is a platform and provocation for positive change, and that creativity is the one thing that binds us as humans today. I see creativity as an invitation to always make things better, more vibrant, more connected, and most importantly, more human. Graduates, this is our social contract with the world. It's also your unfolding destiny. Our mission then, as creatives, is to solve the world's problems with wondrous ideas. You can do this. Penn State has equipped you with the critical thinking to tackle the complex problems of today and tomorrow. Please know that the future is in fact unwritten, but not unimagined. This is where you all come in. Use your own AI, your audacious imaginations, to challenge the conventional wisdom, the status quo, and most importantly, challenging yourself. Remember, you are your biggest and best project. And please know that as you embark on this journey, you will undoubtedly face hard things. And hard things will demand your attention. And they can be a challenge, but they are also a catalyst for personal growth and an expanded perspective. So my hope today is that you remain a constant work in progress, forever having unfinished ideas and unfinished business, forever engaged in the power of wonder and creativity. Graduates, this mindset, requires a dedication from you to evolve. Think constant growth, which is to be savored and not avoided. Upon receiving your diploma today, your education does not end. It continues, and it will continue throughout your life. My wish is that you grab this moment today with both hands. Forgive your flaws. Forget about perfection. Don't hold back. Dive in. We need you. Our world needs your creativity now more than ever. I'll end today by simply circling back to the importance of living with a profound sense of wonder as a creative. Forever embracing the possibilities and potentials of all that lie in front of you. This is your mandate. We live in a time that requires a commitment from us to wonder with clarity, with conviction and purpose. Lastly, I'm standing here today and I'm struck, wondering about what you're wondering about. I wonder what will give you goosebumps. I wonder how your creativity will amplify our humanity. I wonder what challenges and opportunities will demand your attention. I wonder how you'll find your calling and, importantly, your voice. I wonder what you will continue to learn and also bravely unlearn. I wonder what you'll make to help us think, connect, laugh, cry, feel, and love. I wonder what destiny you'll manifest for yourselves and for us all. I wonder. Graduates of the Penn State College of Arts and Architecture, congratulations. We honor who you are today. Well done. We anticipate who you will become. We welcome all you will create, and we anxiously await what your creativity will catalyze to change. Graduates, it is now your turn to go wonder. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. I now welcome Dr. Gedalius back to the podium.
And now, class of 2023, we turn to the Board of Trustees, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University. This is the body that by our charter is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the university. At this time, I call upon Trustee Anthony Lubrano to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Anthony Lubrano was first elected to the Board of Trustees by the alumni effective July 1st, 2012. After serving 2 terms, he stepped away and was elected again by the alumni effective July 1st, 2020. And I will again go off script and add and just re-elected yesterday for another 3-year term. Anthony graduated from Penn State in 1982 with a BS in accounting. He is the founder and president of AP Lubrano & Company, Inc., a financial services and wealth management firm based in Paoli, Pennsylvania. We're very pleased that he's with us today. Trustee Lubrano.
When I hear 1982, it makes me feel old. This is a time for celebration and excitement, and I am humbled to be with you today. Each of you has at least one person to thank from your journey that brought you here, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude to those people. So if you will, family and friends of the graduates, please stand to be recognized. Come on, don't be shy. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I thank you. I'd like to share a bit of wisdom from a truly great teacher and humanitarian, Joe Paterno. Believe, yes, that's how I feel. Graduates, please believe deep down in your hearts that you are destined to do great things. Think about those words. So graduates, go forward and make an impact wherever you travel. And always, always remember, and this requires some audience participation, we are. Thank you. And now this is where I put in a shameless plug for our elections. It's not shameless, actually, it's important. There are 700,000 living alumni, and we need to foster more participation in our trustee elections. So as a Penn State alum, you have a say in the future direction of this university. All Penn State alumni may participate in the nomination and election process for alumni-elected members of our Board of Trustees. This is one of many opportunities you will have throughout your lives to remain active members of this Penn State community that we all love. So please, please stay engaged. Now, I turn to my official duty. Dr. Gordelius. By virtue of the authority vested in and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the Board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college, faculty, and dean.
Thank you, Trustee Lubrano, for the authorization to confer degrees for these candidates assembled. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is recognizing our graduates who are actively serving, veterans, and graduates of our ROTC programs with special red, white, and blue honor cords for their service and sacrifices. At this time, I would like to ask all graduates who are embarking on military service and veteran students who have served our country to please stand as you are able. Anybody? Now, will those guests in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military please stand as you are able? Please join me one more time in thanking them for their significant contributions to our nation. I also want to take a moment to recognize another group of students who are with us today, our first-generation college students who stand on the cusp of becoming the first-generation Penn State alumni. Our first-generation students are pioneers within their families and trailblazers at our university. They face unique challenges not shared by many of their peers, and their tenacity in the pursuit of education Academic excellence and personal and professional achievement is a model to which we can all aspire. Would all members of our graduating class for our first-generation students please rise as you are able? We congratulate you on your momentous accomplishment today. Dean Carpenter.
Thank you, Dr. Gedalius. Graduation marks an important academic achievement, and I'm pleased to recognize and introduce the deans, directors, department heads, who administer our programs in the College of Arts and Architecture. These people who I'm going to introduce represent the faculty who certify these students for their degrees. As of fall 2022, Penn State has granted nearly 919,000 degrees. Will each administrator please stand as I call your name and remain standing until everyone has been introduced. Darren Thornton, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Outreach. You can applaud these people. Go ahead. Foliemi Wilson, Associate Dean for Access and Equity. Malika Bose, Associate Dean for Research, Creative Activity, and Graduate Studies, and Interim Director of the Stuckman School. Gary Chin, Assistant Dean for Digital Learning, and Interim Department Head for Graphic Design. I'm reading these names slowly because these are some very special people. Kate D'Amico, Associate Dean for Administration and Information Technology. Kyrie Harding, Integrative Arts Program Head and Director of Academic Advising. David Frago, soon-to-be former Director of the School of Music. Daniel Robinson, Associate Director for the School of Theater. Wagner Mendonça Whitehead, Director of the School of Visual Arts. Daniel Willis, Interim Head for the Department of Architecture. Elizabeth Mansfield, Department Head for Art History. Roxy Thorin, Department Head, Landscape Architecture. Thank you. You may be seated. And now I'd like to call to the podium Darren Thornton, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Outreach.
Thank you, Dean Carpenter. I now wish to recognize the graduates who have earned meritorious achievement. In the digital program, you can see those who have graduated in the top 12% of their class. Upon completion of the grades, which we get to work on after finals end and all of next week, Additional names will be added to the list, I'm sure. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted on the official document. Students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until all students in all three categories are standing. Will the students graduating summa cum laude please rise as you are able and remain standing? Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise as you are able and remain standing? Now, will those graduating cum laude please rise as you are able? And as was formerly programmed, could we give them all a congratulations? Nice work. You may be seated.
Oh, this is a day to celebrate for sure. Though we cannot share with you the accomplishments of each graduate, we have identified one student as representative of the College of Arts and Architecture class of 2023. Will Brian Manzano, our class marshal, please rise? Where's Brian? Brian and I are now new Instagram friends, aren't we? I asked him if I could have a photo with him. That's how impressed with him I am. And he said yes. Brian Manzano has held a rewarding interdisciplinary undergraduate experience, pursuing degrees in both music and biology. In fact, I'm just shaking my head, Brian. In fact, Brian is graduating today as the marshal of both the College of Arts and Architecture and the Eberly College of Science. Brian has been a proud member of the Penn State Horn Studio under Professor Emerita Lisa Bontrager and Assistant Professor Sarah Schouten, while at the same time writing a thesis on coral reef biology as part of the BUMS lab, because they both go together so seamlessly. Brian has performed with the Penn State Symphonic Wind Ensemble and Philharmonic Orchestra, as well as the Nittany Valley Symphony and Pennsylvania Chamber Orchestra. In the future, he plans to pursue graduate study in biology while performing as a freelance musician. Brian has invited Dr. Sarah Schouten, Assistant Professor of Music in Horn, to serve as his faculty marshal for today's ceremony, and she is seated with him in support. Thank you. I'm going off script again. And I'm looking over at the trustee, and I'm looking over at the vice president. Listen, I'm just going off script. Standing in front of us is a faculty member and a student. The relationships between faculty members and students in the studio throughout 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many years it takes, are precious and strong. And whenever I see a student and their mentor professor with them, I take pause and say, that is what education is about. So thank you both. You may be seated. Thank you. Now turn it over to Associate Dean Thornton.
So at this time, we want to recognize another exceptional group of students, those selected to be recognized as their representative academic unit's student marshal. So, similar to the college student marshal, each department, program, or school conferring degrees today selects one student based on their academic, extracurricular, and leadership contributions to serve as student marshal and represent all seniors graduating from their units. You would have seen them carrying these banners into the auditorium today, leading each one of those academic areas. I will now ask each student marshal to stand if present as I call your name. I'll say this, please hold your applause until all student marshals have been recognized, but I will not police it. Representing the Department of Architecture is Katie McRury. Representing the Department of Art History, please remain standing, is Abby Mikalakskis. Representing the Department of Graphic Design is Taylor Kusick. Representing the Integrative Arts Program is Rachel Pratula. Representing the Department of Landscape Architecture is Maeve Fogarty. Representing the School of Music is Brody Segan. Representing the School of Theater is Nina Gold. Finally, representing the School of Visual Arts is Geeta Passy. Please join me in an applause of all of these wonderful scholars. This concludes the recognition of the program marshals.
Are you breaking stuff down there? See me after class. Now, I am very pleased to introduce a cherished and most anticipated part of the graduation ceremony, crossing the platform as your name is read aloud. We got applause for the anticipatory moment. I like it. As our students prepare to cross the platform, let's recognize those who couldn't be here today. But they are participating with us all around the world. Please join me in congratulating those students with a round of applause. Because family and friends are eager to hear their student's name, and according to Dean Thornton, we are not policing this request, but I ask you to refrain from excessive noise, knowing that there's probably a name coming after the one that you're happy about. Refrain from excessive noise, but fill it with joy and celebration. Graduates, after you cross the platform in the spirit of we are, please return to your seats to celebrate with the rest of the fellow graduates for the remainder of the ceremony. After the last graduate crosses the stage, we will confer all of the degrees and you can move your tassels. Be sure to remain at your seats for this very important moment, because it's at that moment you become Penn State alumni. And I'm going off script one more time. The 5 seats over here, I know there are other seats back there. I haven't counted them, but it dawned on me that all 5 of the people sitting here are Penn State alumni. So if somebody ever asks, what can a Penn State graduate from Penn State do? They could become a trustee at a university. They could become president of an alumni association. They could be a chief designer at a company. They could be an amazing vice president. And they could also maybe be some dean somewhere. Because family and friends are eager, refrain from excessive noise, but please applaud them. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the recognition of our graduates, beginning with the Department of Architecture.
Graduates of the Department of Architecture.
Catherine F. McRury. Charlotte Lees Faraba. Emma Evans. Catherine Margaret Loftus. Bailey J. Mortello. Jianshu Xia. Samantha Lynn Yaros. Holly Zimmerman. Seth Truckenmiller. Oscar D. Lazalde. Sharif Oluwadara Olumide. Derek Anthony Smith, Jr. Quaid Spiker. Kevin Joel Plamengo.
Alicia White.
Jillian Grace Orlandini. Kira Catherine Frame. Bailey Aaron Cota. Brendan Andrew Astheimer. Elizabeth Lisa Kraus. Bethany Olivier. Christopher John Castiglia. Gaurav Ganjuli. Hamza Anis Jamjoon. Alexandros Naylor. Christina Mock. Kiara Vidal Rodriguez. Alexa Emily Benware. Parachi Masson. Emily Allison Fried. Savannah Haas. Megan Ann Versilla. Madison Shuryi Asbury. Elizabeth G. Stefanelli. Catherine Elizabeth Baer. Jacqueline Victoria Emmanuel. Eric Joseph France. Sean James Bradley Ryan.
Graduates of the Department of Art History:
Abby Mikalauskas.
Soraya Inusa.
Sean Tyler Christian. Jordana Jolie Botch. Marley Ann McDermott. Abigail Bain. Peter Joseph Marcelino. Melissa Brower. Rachel Danae Kickline. Jinhuo Zhu.
Graduates of the Department of Graphic Design: Taylor Lauren Kusick.
Claire Margaret Connell. Shelby Nicolette Stewart. Emma Swayze. Kamiko Rose Mate. Michaela Helles. Sarah Catherine Armstrong. Ava Nicole Roth. Rachel Ann Smith. Taylor Gunnels. To Yen Wen. Jane Yoon. Zhongwei Ren.
Graduates of the Integrative Arts Program:
Rachel Ann Pratola. Lilena Faye Scott. Kevin Liemgruber.
Graduates of the Department of Landscape Architecture:
Maeve Sheridan Fogarty. Christopher J. Coughlin. Abigail Grace Rogers. Dayton Salvatore Collins. Nicholas J. Marson. Anne Louise Lai. Max Samuel Hyman. Thomas James Darlington. Eric Albin Forston. Joseph W. Noddy. Ruo Singh Shi. Fares Husameddin Al-Madani. Judy Ihab M. Al-Thagafi. Peniel Oluwatoduroti Anifowoshe.
Graduates of the School of Music.
Brian Patrick Manzano.
Brody Arik Segan.
Kiefer James Quandle. Jesse Zion Hamilton. Samara M. Rako. Mackenzie Kathleen Detweiler. Haley Elizabeth Fennell. Mary Darren. Isaac Alexander Burton Perez. Isaac Manful. Alejandro N. Mijangos Samsel. Michael Boruda. Ryan Lee Peterson. Seven Beinhauer. Rosalind Roland Shui. Ian Gregory Brannon. Brandon Kunder. Ellie Kim. Taisha D. Ames Thompson. Sarah L. Hurley. Audrey Rose Hoffman. Heather Rose Nevins.
Julian Murder.
Taylor Rose Wenzel. Jody R. Goodhart. Grace Rosario. David Michael Popkin. Evan Anthony Dialis. Connor James Simpson. Matthew Blanchard. Marissa Elizabeth Perry. Lindsay Jane Duddis. Kaylee Ray Yeager. Carter M. Houston. Christopher Boyd. Joshua Benitez. Sanakui Huang. Matthew Charles Kidd. Sarah Ann Johnston. Haley Elizabeth Chavez. Rachel C. Flicker. Katrina Elise Cole. Spencer Thomas Stover. Michael Anthony Gilliland.
Graduates of the School of Theater.
Nina Siri Gold. Jillian Abley. Madeline King. Cheney Bell Thornton. Lance T. Juice. Megan Irwin. Felipe C. Desamore. Julia Catherine Salvato. Carmela Lorenzo Manapat. Alyssa Anita Stanford. Jimin Moon. Alexander Blake Wind. Tegan Reynolds. Fianola Meister. Marlene Corinne Fernandez. Tyler Robert Hepler. Christopher Daniel Saucedo Carrasco. Matthew John Fedoric. Ryan Farhadi. Sarah Caitlin Eccleston Al-Bazali. Kiona Ariel Nesbitt. Althea Mad Selly. Georgia Wood. Elizabeth Grace Nugent. Emily Whitman Smith. James Anthony Gibney Jr. David Martin Heggie. Madeline Riley Simpson. Riley Alsop. Carlo Joseph Castoro Jr. Mackenzie Miller. Austin Yim. Zoe Kathleen Griffith. Boyao Chen. Justice Rehart. Jayla Janelle Hamlin. Mary R. Valentine. Rachel A. Zwerver. Claire Dahmert Phillips.
Graduates of the School of Visual Arts.
Gita Celeste Passy. Kevin Schnee. Mia Beam. Natasha Krauchek. Sarah Elizabeth McRury. Percival Juniper Rose. Caroline Giordano. Sophia E. Herman. Kiara Alexandra James. Jordan Montana Love. Delphine Isis Irene Abel. Yua Lee. Shinran Liu. Ziwei Sun. Yu Chao Wang. Matthew R. De La Nuez. Xinlen Zhang. Joel Kennedy Lara. Luke Savage. Samantha Lynn Peacock. Paige Cowperthwaite. Ebunolua Odusanya. Summer Han. Isabella Catherine Araujo. Ji Ho Han. Jennifer Huffman. Sydney Turner. Alicia Rowley. Brian Blackledge. Jason S. Bickley. Lucas Paul Winkleblack. Bridget Renee Torin. Sage Joelle Kugler. Anna Peterson Soren. Leah Montilla. Taylor Mary Goldman. Jacqueline Bell. Jamie Ellen Dreisbach. Jessica Elizabeth Wild. Christopher Ryan Phillips. Benjamin Ronald Rabin. Megan R. McCain. Brett Alexander DeGolier. Jacob A. Miller. Jonathan James Pearl. Madison Grace McSherry. Emma Joyce Capel. James Ricardo. Eleanor Shannon Franklin. Kaylin Tom. Sydney Horeca. Chloe Morgan Treef. Jenny Lee. Christopher Chongjun Lee.
Okay, do you want these?
We will now proceed with the conferral of degrees. Today's graduating students have followed their academic interests and will go on to make meaningful contributions to our nation and the world in countless ways. Will all undergraduate degree candidates in the College of Arts and Architecture, including those watching the live stream, please rise as you are able. Dr. Gedalius, Trustee Lubrano, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
Yeah, don't move it yet. By virtue of the authority vested in me, whoop, okay. We'll just wait for the last few folks to get in so that everybody can do this together, because this is an important moment. We're almost there. I think we're there. If you want to add us. And thanks for your patience, everyone. Like I said, we want to make sure everybody's in the room for this next moment. Mm-hmm. And graduates, feel free to turn around and wave at your families because we're going to be another couple of minutes. So. Okay, I think we have everybody now. So let's move on to the conferral of degrees, and thanks everyone for your patience. And it's just great to feel the energy and the love in this room. But by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree you have earned with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, and please be seated.
We had to have everybody back in the room, or else it's not official. We'd have to do that whole thing all over again. Now I'm pleased to call Frank Dittenhafer, President of the Arts and Architecture Alumni Society, on behalf of Penn State Alumni Association, to induct these new graduates into the association. Frank is president of Murphy and Dittenhafer Architects, an award-winning architectural firm that he co-founded in 1985, with offices in York, Pennsylvania, and Baltimore, Maryland. Frank earned his Bachelor of Science degree at Penn State in 1978 and was awarded his Master of Architecture degree from the University of Pennsylvania. Frank has a long history of alumni volunteer service in organizations based both at Penn State York and the College of Arts and Architecture. We are pleased, and I am proud Frank is with us today. Frank.
Thank you, Dean Carpenter. Congratulations, class of 2023. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud worldwide network of Penn Staters. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connections to our university strong through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. With your graduation, you have been gifted a complimentary one-year membership in the Alumni Association. Your membership connects you with Penn State and more than 300 alumni groups around the world. As you take your next step as a Penn Stater, reach out to your local alumni chapter. They'll be thrilled to hear from you. They'll also support you and help you in any way possible. With that, we would like to ask all our new graduates to please rise as you are able. Would all other Penn State alumni here today please rise as you are able as well? It gives me great pleasure to induct today's graduates of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. Welcome to the alumni family. Congratulations. Please be seated. Please be seated.
Thank you, Frank. Before we conclude this ceremony, there are some additional groups who deserve special recognition. Parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, other family members, and friends. You've all contributed toward the achievements being celebrated here today. Would the family members, partners and friends, spouses, adjacent relations of all the graduates please rise as you are able and remain standing again just for a moment. Your sacrifice, your understanding, your support, your caring have all helped the graduates to attain their educational goals. This encouragement is extremely important, and it's not always easy when you have to share the stresses and the strains of an undergraduate program. It takes special commitment, and you embody that special commitment. I know that you also have worked very hard to get yourselves here today, but also these individuals here as well. So I want to ask the graduates to stand now as you are able. Oh yeah, there's some standing up and down we didn't tell you about. Turn around again, please. Join me once again in thanking them all for everything they have done to support your success, to support your accomplishments, and to invest in your future as alumni now of Penn State. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. At the heart of every great university is its faculty and the staff who support them. The faculty and the staff who support our students and our educational mission. At this moment, I'm asking all of our faculty members and all of our staff members to please stand as you are able. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. And now I wish to conclude our commencement ceremony by thanking you for the We Are spirit, that spirit that embodies our community. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of all of you. I'm grateful that you chose to advance your education here at Penn State, here in the College of Arts and Architecture. You will always be part of the Penn State family. You will always be part of the Arts and Architecture family. You will always have our support in whatever endeavors you embark upon. We wish you health, and we wish you success, and we wish you happiness wherever you go. Following the departure of the platform party, the assistant marshals will dismiss graduates of each row. Now, we end our commencement ceremonies. Yeah, it's a little sad, I know. It's a special moment. Take it in, but we're going to move on. And to help us move on, once again, please welcome back Katrina Cole with the singing of our alma mater. Will you please stand as you are able and remain standing until the academic procession has exited the auditorium. Thank you.
Sing, share